me, except that you can't see me. Spooky ghost. 1 second here. Turn on this one. Open up this one. Hello? Hello, there we go. Hi. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Don't mind me, I think I have layered music. I was just logging into Boy real quick just to check to see if that rares up. And then we can fire up some cozy Sunday BGs. Hearthstone Battlegrounds. Good grief, I need more coffee. Kitty. Kitty's doing the laps on the desk trying to figure out what kind of trouble she can get into. She was walking on the keyboard pressing all the buttons during the intro, and I thought, Kitty, if you turn off the stream, it might be fate. Wolf Cloud Chaser, thank you for the 13-month resub. Sure, this particular month-iversary won't impact your Hearthstone luck at all. Nope. See, look, there's other warlocks that are, like, here. I'm not the only one camping this. I guess you can't see because I left the screen out there. There we go. Look, no Helnerath. Rest in pieces. Well, I guess you can't see. There we go. No Helnerath. Rest in pieces. All right. Well, you know what we say is we say, first of all, I have to show you this game that I did last night. So in the stats page, they tell you different stats. Some of them are upsetting, like how many hours you've spent playing Hearthstone Battlegrounds. Sometimes these are things that you don't want to know. But they will have like your last warbands. And this was the goofiest game that I ever ran. It was doing one thing and one thing only, but it went to Giga first place. The thing that you can't see on this board is the Feather Maidens in hand. The quest that I got made it so I only needed 2 copies of the maiden to make it golden, so I got like all these goldens more easily. And then Voon was copying cards in my hand, so he was copying my Feather Maidens so I could get like more Feather Maidens and then like golden Feather Maidens and whatever. But basically what would happen is, you know, like the parrot attacks, and then you just start triggering these battle cries, because these guys buff minions in your hand and on your board. But with the golden parrot, the side-by-side golden eagles, the golden Rylac thing, the golden Marin, and then eventually you have a banana slammer just to try to like double the thing when it finally hits the board. It took like 2 minutes for my, it took so long for my turn to resolve. And my Feather Maidens were huge. It was so fun. By the time one of them hit the board, it got doubled by the thing, but it had like 2,000 health. It was nutty. So I'm not going to do anything that cool for like the whole day because it's karma. But I'm glad that happened because it was very fun. You got Lamp, which I still have never got. I am so jealous. Is that the one that makes it so you can get a gold with only 2? Because it's been quite good so far. Lucky when I found that rare mob just flying. There it was. Hi, Ms. Kier. Hello. So recently I neglected to drink my coffee very quickly, and then I spilled it because it was still in my cup. So we're just going to have a lot of it. And then we're going to be, you know, all hip and happening and trendy and high energy. All right. Bad news. No quillbies in this lobby. That's bad news number 1. This is the guy that I played to decent effect last time. But I'm kind of thinking maybe George is like always kind of fun. Especially with Murlocs. And then Brand's also nice with Murlocs. Because you can still use it on a couple of things that are nice. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okie dokie. Here we go. Extremely unbalanced. Or put another way, fun. Yeah, I think that this is the kind of meta that I enjoy the most, when you can make some crazy things happen. And sometimes it doesn't. That's all right. I like the swingy meta, as you put it. Okay, so we need to play battle cries because we're Bran. So I need to remember that I'm Bran. Very important, very key. I have a bad habit sometimes of forgetting, like, my quest or my hero. Intro is such a Pavlovian-esque response for me. When I hear it, now I'll have a great time. Aww. Aww. That's cute. Kitty, how you doing? You sleep alright? We finally got caught up. I made the terrible mistake of trying to heat up my bed with a hot water bottle before I took a nap yesterday because I figured this could circumvent the problem of the cold feet, which is when your feet are so cold that like they hurt and you can't fall asleep until they warm up, but they're not generating any heat, so you have to like twist yourself into a shrimp and try to hold them in your hands, and it's a mess. So I was like, I'm gonna fix that problem by preheating the foot area of the bed with a hot water bottle. Alright, here we go. Risk. We play. We refresh. Nice. We coin. We sell. We play. We freeze. And you know what? Take a couple bananas. Trying to get our five battle cries going here. Sleep with socks. Socks don't help me unless they are generating heat is the trouble. But while the preheated bed with the water bottle was good for the feet problem, the whole thing got way too warm, and it took me like, I like took so long to try to get to sleep. I was miserable the whole time, and then I woke up and I thought I was like dying because I was like so, like your heart's going super fast and you're sweating and you're like feverish and you've had bizarre dreams, and you're just like, is this the end? No, you just didn't kick the water bottle out of your bed. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. Sell this one. I'm not too fussed about triples here. And then our next battle cry is the one that we want to like wait before we play because we'll get brand for it. And yeah, I'll banana that again. Why not? Extra heat brought on wild dreams, more wild than usual. It is hard to say if it's more wild than usual. Last night I had strange dreams about, like, I saw that there was a shark in the pool. So I got out of the pool, and then I was trying to direct all of the other people in the pool to avoid the shark, which I could see swimming among them. But then finally when I encountered the shark more closely, I realized it wasn't just a shark. It was a shark that was holding onto an enormous crab with enormous pinchy slimy crab claws. And the crab was the real danger. Electric blankets. I have some like smaller versions of that. I don't know about like putting an electric blanket in my bed. I feel like I will find a way to accidentally be on fire. But I think my problem might be that my bedding doesn't breathe as well as I want it to. Because once the bed heats up, even if it just heats up your like normal body heat, it like doesn't really cool down properly. It's too hot. Too hot. Okay. Tavern spells cast twice for only buying 10 minion. Menagerie Mayhem. I'm already playing Battlecry minions because I'm going to have Bran, which is nice. This is also super good. The treasure vault is just like a lot of gold. Menagerie? I don't know, man. But I could play 6 Battlecry minions pretty easily. But Menagerie? I'm being baited. I'm gonna Tavern spells twice. I think that one's better. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy this. We're gonna play the Bran. We're gonna fish. See if we can get something else. Alright. So now our quest is to buy a bunch of minions. Yeah, alright. This'll do. It'll be fine. I think. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but maybe I'll know next turn. I like that arrangement because I don't want any heat to escape my bed, ever. That said, foot warmth struggle is real. I have perfected the shrimp technique. I think the trick is, when I'm getting ready for bed, I should put the hot water bottle by the feet area. And then when I get into bed, I remove it so that it's gone. The problem is that I have no self-control when it comes to warm objects. I just want to absorb all of their heat, even after it is no longer doing me any good. And I don't have the self-control that it takes to cast the warm object away from my body. Can't do it. Hey Saga, how you doing? Good afternoon or evening. Okay. So we like battle cries. We like buying minions. I have a coin, so I have potentially 8, maybe even 9 things. I should probably just buy stuff, if we're being honest right now. Just to kind of get this quest done as quickly as possible.
It's just a
because I always forget that one and then it takes me way too long. And then maybe we'll know what we're doing. I'm gonna hold on to the banana at this point, because we might be going somewhere. Future back problems. Listen. One good way to get back problems is by not maintaining the flexibility that you need to be able to touch your feet. Yeah? It's not like we're sleeping like that. Oh, man, tie your shoes, back problems. Forgot about those. I was doing time walking. I feel attacked. Oh, it's alright. We're all in good time. Kitty, are you foreground kitty or am I? No. Well, I can't tell. That's fine. PvP doing 60. Check out the follower dungeons while I crawl my way to 70. Nice! Ended up being pretty productive yesterday. Had time to game in the evening. Got hit by a bolt of WoW inspiration. And that's how I rolled a new shaman. Ooh, that sounds fun. What kind of shaman? Are you resto? Are you Ellie? Are you enhancement? Anniversary mount's not out yet, no. That's March, I think. March, what, 11th through 17th? Sounds familiar? So if I buy 5 more cards. This one. This one.
It's okay, Slimy.
I might buff that. That seems reasonable. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna go to 3 at some point. Gonna try Ellie because it's the one that I've never tried. That said, Enhance looks super fun. Melee is the best spec. Working on completing the goblin starting zones and all the things. Nice. When do you think Duos is coming out? Since you clearly have inside info and I'm gonna break the NDA. Oh man. No, I can safely say nobody's told me anything, so I don't know. I thought it was gonna be already. I'm really shocked that we haven't seen it yet. I thought it was gonna be like early February, so I don't know. I was looking forward to it. Although I have a feeling that if I'm playing Duos with Flappy, that I'm just gonna end up asking him what he wants me to do because I don't know. It's one thing to make Hazel choices when I'm only impacting my own game, but I don't know. I think it'll be a fun thing to try out. Figure I can spec into disco for the follower dungeons while leveling to get used to it. Nice, yeah. That should be good. Okay, if I could stop getting punched in the face, which would be easier if I had some kind of a build. If we play 3 more minions. I'm not like wildly convinced by 3 more minions of my strategies here. But now we have our quest up. One, 2. Yeah. And then this should cast twice. So I want you to give me other Murlocs. Yeah, okay. Alright. 5 of... Yeah. Oh, that one. Ooh. 4, 5. Any good 5s? I mean, yeah, actually. I'll get that next turn because I'm gonna be buying a bunch of tavern spells, and I get doubles, so that might be a decent thing to just have on the board for the moment. Yay, Cracker! Thank you for the 40-month resub. Appreciate it very, very much. New month means new trading posts soon. That's true. That's very true. I don't know if I'm ready for March. I am, but I'm not. But I've been basically whiling away February, so I can't complain that March is coming too soon. Would love to watch you stream Duos with him. That'd be something. Okay, so give me this. Also give me this. And then maybe this. Good Murlocs? Yeah. Something. I don't really have anything in my hand to buff right now, so Mercules is just kind of there for ornamental purposes. Do this. And then check this. Oh man, it's Sneed. I don't know. Listen. We'll double overconfidence. And then double up on the... I only have 2 Murlocs. Maybe I should buff the single dragon. Or these 2 guys. Yeah, I don't know. $11, $10. Yeah, something like that. 1, 2 for each tavern spell you've cast. I wonder if the double cast procs him twice. It might not. Plans for the 29th only comes every 4 years. I'm planning to play Hardcore Classic Self-Bound. Unless it's not out first thing in the morning, in which case I plan to do my freehold runs and then play Hardcore Classic Self-Bound. Wedding anniversary day. Oh, nice. Do you guys make the joke that you only do it? I mean, I'm certain you're able to celebrate every year if you like, but do you make the joke that it's like, man, it's the 29th. We only get another year every 4 years. Alright, we really want to win because we overconfidenced twice. Kegs, thank you for the 13-month resub. Happy Sunday, Hazel. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a cozy weekend. I decided to put on my coziest of outfits. I've got my fuzzy flannel and my big fuzzy vest that goes with it. And I'm happy. That's what I want. We're warm. We're toasty. Chose the day on purpose to mess with those who need calendars, Facebook to remember our anniversaries. Oh man, that's funny. Okay. So the one trick about having tavern spells cast twice is you can't use tricky trousers to taunt anything if you wanted to. I don't think I need to, but if I wanted to, it wouldn't work. Interesting fun fact. Interesting fun fact. I now have lots of gold. I'm really tempted to buy this, but like for what? Just because I have another one? I don't think I'm keeping that forever. It's just kind of buying me time for now. And I really don't think that Felfin is worth it either. If I'm gonna play Murlocs, I need... If I'm gonna play Murlocs, I need Bream counters. Which is not you. Wow, this build's a mess. I could buy stuff in advance of getting a Bream counter. No. I can buy stuff to try to fish for a Bream counter. No. Well, I could leave it in my hand just to get buffed, I suppose. Man. This is the problem with having an identity crisis. Okay. We're going to discover a 5. It's going to tell us who we are. Cast a spell. Am I Nagas? Do I want just an extra pair of tavern spells? Kind of. Trigger a battle cry. Choice. I'm gonna freeze this. Buy this. I want to trigger her battle cry again, but I'm like overwhelmed. No, it didn't freeze. I forgot it. Oh man. How is he getting buffed in your hand? I don't know. Oh yeah, I guess I don't have a Mercules anymore. Whew. 17 Celsius warmer today than it was yesterday. Oh, I think I'm dead. Okay, never mind. We get to start over. That was a case of Hazel does not know what her build is, and she's never gonna find out. Very okay with this. Yeah, the weather's been a bit bizarre. It's like pouring rain, windy outside, like kind of stormy feeling, except that it's also sort of warm. I guess I don't know how warm it is. It's not like 17 or anything like that. Or I guess you didn't say it was 17. You said it was 17 above what it was previously. Hi, Hazel. Hope you're having a lovely stream. Thanks, Gregory. I hope you're having a lovely Sunday. All right. This lobby has Quillbores. I could take Thorim. There is one Quillbore on 7, the Sanguine Champion. You could take Phelan. Or you could do these things, which are no fun. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Doopa-doopa-doopa-doo. I think I'm gonna Thorm it up. Because I think that, there's more things that I can get that will be more flexible. Also, Phelan and I have a horrible time of like getting things that even go with each other. Even if it's not that cold. Combination of Randy Windy. Not that fun. Papa Bear. Yeah, there we go. Sanguine Champion. Oracle Morgul is like really good. But I was burned by Murlocs recently, so I'm forcing Quillbies. One nice thing about when it's pouring rain, though, is that you get a lot of water that kind of stands on the edges of the road. And sometimes it makes bubbles. And Moosey likes to try to pop the bubbles. He gets very excited. He'll, like, prance along the sidewalk looking for bubbles. Because he really wants to pop the bubbles. Magical little moments. I'm sure it was a beautiful ceremony. It's nice. Skating rinks are all melting now. The skating rinks are melting. Oh! I've only ever in my life seen an indoor skating rink. So I was wondering if this was some kind of like Zamboni workers' strike. That makes more sense. Bunch of Maiden Parks without barriers, fields of ice through the local parks. There's no stopping you. Like, who's letting them melt? I thought people only skated in parks on postcards. That's cute. Mother Nature is. She says winter's over. Alright. That's what we want to see.
I like your rods.
They like my rods? Are you sure you live in Canada? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Small, really meant for kids? Need to see them out playing. Remember going to the Lloyd Center Mall, watching the Zamboni clean the ice? We used to, for a hot second, took figure skating lessons as, like, a toddler. And I remember at the end of our time there, the Zamboni would start cleaning the ice. And they would do that before everybody was off the ice because, I don't know, it was time to clean the ice and they weren't going to wait for a bunch of little kids to leave. So we were all, like, mortally terrified that the Zamboni was going to run us over. But it's not like they're sliding out of nowhere. They're very slow, methodical, predictable machines. You know, you can get out of the way. But I thought Zambonis were scary for like a really long time. Jeff, I would like to reiterate our backseating policy. Let's see, what do we got? Lamps. We like lamps. We don't want extra beasts. And we don't want to do that, so we can do lamps. Easily could have been a Goosebumps, but ho ho ho. So if I wanted another one of these guys, buy 15 minions. 15 is a lot of minions to buy. I could sack 3 health so that I can get a gold so that these guys can be feed me some blood gems. But hopefully, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's the last thing to die, then we'll be in business. Pretty sure the person can also, you know, stop. I don't really remember what we did in that class. I think it was just basically teaching toddlers how to skate. You would make snow by like scraping your skate on the ice. And I don't know if that's something they taught us to do or we were just vandalizing. I feel like they taught us to do that and I can't for the life of me figure out why. Coffee all gone. Went ice skating once. Remember, ankles hurt so bad the next day. Just the venue based in the burger. Maybe they just wanted snow. I never super took to skating. I was too afraid of falling down. I was too afraid I would fall down and then somebody would skate over my neck and then I would die in a very gory and public way. And it was cold. And yeah, I would just fall down a lot. It hurt. It's not a cool thing to just be out there clutching the sideboards. Help people learn about their edges and a first step in hockey stops. Oh. Took figure skating 2 in the 3rd grade, didn't stick. I could eventually manage to like do laps around the rink slowly later on. 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll just sell it. We'll just sell it. I guess the bigger I make these, the more likely that they will outlive the corpse refiner, but what do you do? Died that way, it would at least be on the local news. 2 of my best friends signed up their kids for speed skating of all things, and they adore it. Oh man. I'm going fast on purpose. School sometimes have skating days for PE. Yeah. There was always a lot of drama over like borrowing skates because not everybody had skates, and you were like, I don't know. They were supplied, but like I think I might have been just too shy to talk to the person behind the counter. So like a teacher would have to like step in and rescue me and like escort me and then find out what my shoe size was, and they just wouldn't fit. Kids wipe out all the time taking quarters. They just learn to get up and keep at it. Oh man. So how are we doing? We need to buy another bajillion minions to get pilfered lamps, but it's fine. We'll work it out. And then we need to spend another 41 gold. It's entirely possible that I die before I get any of this online. But listen, you just gotta believe. You have to keep the dream alive. So I need to be buying minions, spending gold. Which ideally means not fishing too much. Okay. I'll take a tough tusk, that's fine. No, I don't want to hold for that. Alrighty. I don't mind buffing these guys up because I know I'm going to keep them on my board. Took on a brick wall while speed skating. I would call it a tie. PE, we would play dodgeball, do sprints across the gym. Yeah, we had a bunch of different units, but it was mainly, here children, here's the gym, here is our various different balls. Soccer balls, basketballs, dodgeballs, volleyballs, and they would just break you into teams and they would just like make you play for, it was basically just trying to get the kids to exercise, and they weren't really teaching us much about the sport. It wasn't until later on, like the last years of PE that I had to do, because at a certain point it wasn't compulsory anymore and I just stopped taking it. But the last ones that I had to do, there was some amount of like actual homework and like learning about like physiology. But for the most part, they just wanted you to move. He had the ball. PE was always just such a drama bait because like, oh my goodness, whose team are you going to be on? And I don't want them on this team, and they don't want me on that team. And it's like, none of this matters. We're all just trying to make it through until lab starts. Okay. Buying minions. I could really shop on 3. I don't really need to go to 4. I just have to be not too afraid to shop on 3. 15 is a lot though. You know, we're fairly stable. This will sell for no more gold. I have yet, and mind you, it's like a little dinky thing on the right. I have yet to get that to avenge anything. Took aquatics every single day. Inflated my GPA quite nicely. Would you say it became buoyant? High school excused anyone in a varsity sport from gym. Got a free period instead. Nice. Yeah. I challenge you to more water puns. No, that's it. I'm out. Oh, I haven't used my blood gems. Here, use more. That's okay. We're fine. It's a shame there's no pirates in this lobby. That 3 gold pirate that you sell for 3 gold would have been great for both the buying minions thing and for the spending gold thing. You need to double dip. Nice. I'll take a tie. Okay. Buying minions. Spending gold. It's a bream counter. We're not quillbies. We're exclusively quillbies. We'll just sit it on the board for now. I'm not committing super hard to tough test because I'm not sure I'm going to keep him. Math and swimming equal in the eyes of GPA. We didn't really have a GPA or like varsity or anything. Like it was understood that your grades would go on your transcript and that they, you know, like future employers would be able to see how well you did, but it was mainly for the sake of applying to university. And like, yeah, I'm sure there were ways of quantifying academic performance, but I don't remember there being like a number you would defend because I think that would have driven me batty. I think I would have been like very hung up on it to a detrimental degree. Oof. Cannot describe how much relief it brings me that I'll never have to think about my GPA ever again. Okay, we have... I'm mainly trying to just buy a bunch of minions here. I would like if they were good ones. That finally will sell for 2 extra gold if I end up needing the gold for stuff. Nice, okay. So now we can play this. We still need to buy some more minions. to buy how many more minions? One more minion. Okay. Anything, really. And now... I'm gonna play that. Make sure that hits the board. Make sure this hits the board. Refresh, freeze. See, it's coming together. Yeah, I'll take a movie recommendation. What do you got? Being young, being worried about my permanent record. Like if you got detention or something. Yeah. That I remember. Had to maintain a specific GPA to keep playing sports doing academic works. Top of maintaining my IB score. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Alright, well our blood gems are finally scaling. Just because of the Sanguine Champion, which is nice. It's not gonna save us this round. That bug looks like a flea! Yeah, the second one is right with the A. It's a doodle beetle. Hi kitty. Come on up. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of some stuff here. We do, well, hang on. I want this just to discover, actually, but, like, hang on. Let's all calm down. I also, get rid of this. Give me this. Do I want that one? Yeah.
Back to the pool, fearless minion.
Battle cries, death rattles. Yeah, okay.
Exactly what you needed.
Jazzer. But then we'll chuck him, we'll do this. I'm gonna spend all of these. They're worth +3, +4 now. Yeah, he's gonna restock me and then he can discard it for some extra gold to work with. So we just have to hope that we've done enough, basically. 24, 9, yeah. Yeah. Easy, eh? Oh no, hang on. Dinner, indie movie, Dinner in America. Punk rock love story. That is accurate. That does sound cute. No, I'll write it down. I'll make a note. Wet it on my pens. I don't know if anybody else does this, but when I'm writing notes to myself, I will switch between printing and cursive, like, chaotically. Psychotically. There's no rhyme or reason. Both will, maybe not like mid-sentence, but I don't know. I use both. I do like sushi. Hang on, there was a question I wanted to get. Where was it? It was about YouTube. It was advice on writing a script for a YouTube video. It's a lot like writing anything. A lot of it's gonna come down to your own personal voice. But basically, I would start by making some notes about what you want the video to be about. What do you want to say in the video? Build those notes into an outline, and then you can flesh it out from there. You don't always need to script everything either. Sometimes, for some of my videos, I'll just have those notes, and then when I go to record, I'll have those notes in front of me, and I'll riff on or talk about the notes without, like, having written it out verbatim. It depends on what you prefer. Okay, so we're fighting last place. And we have a lot of gold. The attack on our blood gems is starting to scale. We really need a Geomancer Rugug. I'm gonna take this opportunity to replace Tough Tusk with this guy.
Big win. Am I right? Back to the pool, fearless minion.
I'm gonna use that so I have a gold for that. Demon Quillbar. Cast 2 spells, consume a minion in the tavern to gain stats. Oh. I don't think I've ever used a Fellbore before. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, and I wanted to make room for... I don't know. Bongo Bopper's gonna get big, and Bongo Bopper's helping me with my blood gems. I need this, I need this. Battle Cry and Death Rattle 2-2. I could kind of get rid of the Prickly Piper, but I don't want to. I guess I just won't use the, I just won't use Bristleback for now. There's just not enough room on the board for everything I'm trying to do here. Interesting. I am not planning on becoming a regular Hearthstone streamer now. I was just filling in a couple of streams during some downtime and WoW content. Oh yeah, there's regular primary Hearthstone streamers. It's a live category. It's not an unpopular place for ex-WoW streamers to be either. There's plenty of people that got their start in WoW that live in Hearthstone now. Alright. Our gems at least are starting to scale up. And we have a reasonable amount of them. We've got okay scaling right now. It's not crazy. Speaking for myself, enjoy the chill gaming stream. Yeah. I think this is like a perfect thing to do. Oh, hey. Is it worth buying a Jazzer? No, it's not. Not just to get one extra health on these guys. Okay, what about a golden Bristleback Knight? Alright, sorry Prickly Piper. Bad news.
No negotiations, no prisoners.
First 2 times survives damage, gain Divine Shield, yeah. If I find a Rugug, I have no earthly idea where I'm gonna put him, by the way. Oh, hey, look, the Prickly Piper is back. Ho ho.
The scourge will consume you.
Kinda hoping for an extra Felbor. It might be nice to double it. Because, yeah, I haven't done anything too crazy here. I don't think this is actually going to save me. You get lots of gold. You can get some, like, big, like, some medium-sized things. It's just going to depend on how far this guy's scaled. Like the Pal World streams? The Animal Crossing streams? Huh. Interesting. Okay. I think the Golden Knight was a good call. Cat's watching you play. Yeah, she's cute. She likes to sit with me on the chair. Oh. Oh, there we go. We'll make it. Wow, shuffle instances seem to be broken. Taking so long to load between matches. Ooh, that sucks. Especially if you had to wait like a long time to get in. That's tempting, but I don't really have a spot. 8 gold. I kind of want... You know what? This Felbor's not worth it. The Felbor is not worth it. And I'm gonna get rid of these things. And I'm gonna... keep fishing, really. Wouldn't mind another bongo bopper. Another bristleback knight.
That minion will bring you closer to victory.
Because we've pretty much... Okay, another golden bristleback knight. Who would I kill from this? Probably the conductor. The 8 gold is super nice, but like as a body, he's no fun.
Who did this? No negotiations, no prisoners.
That'll have to do. There's no time. Yeah, there's a date for the WoW Hearthstone promo. I could, I put the link to it in the description of my latest news video. Or not the latest one. Hang on. WoW. Fiery Hearthsteed. Fiery Hearthsteed. Hearthstone event. WoW news. View original. Here we go. Here's your article. The WoW part, March 11th through 18th is when you get the mount. Or, well, pardon me, March 11th and May 14th is when you can get the mount, but the March 11th to the 18th is when you can get the... Oh, did I win? I lived? I think I lived. Must have lived. Is when you can get the other thing. So, Discover 6. Don't really want any of that. I'm not mad at this world where I just sink blood gems into the pair of golden bristleback knights. I think I'm just gonna do that. But what about a golden zap Slywig? You have demon. They both have demons. So they probably have big bodies. I'm not too fussed about it. I think we're just gonna continue because our gems are scaling decently. Anyone want some cookies? Just finished baking some brown sugar cookies. Oh, that sounds good. Brown butter, dark brown sugar. Changed my life. But when the WoW Hearthstone promotion comes around, it doesn't sound like you have to play Hearthstone at all if you don't want to. It's just logging into WoW during the event. 160, 124. I wonder if the reshielding is going to be enough to carry me here. Random question. Did you ever have a hazelnutty website? Yeah. I had a blog. And then yeah, I had the blog. Back in school, they taught us how to make a web page. Yeah, I just used WordPress. I think it's hosted on WordPress. I don't think I'm using a domain for it. Oh, they did not teach us how to make web pages in school. They taught us how to type. Plus 24, plus 15. Those are decent. I'm happy with those. Interesting. Yeah, I think we're in trouble. I think those drakes are too big. I'll take a 3rd place, though. Twigbot4K, thank you very much for the 19-month resub. Happy Sunday, Hazel. Enjoy Hearthstone play. Installed it a week back. Planning for the WoW tie-in map. Oh, nice. Making the first HTML page. So much fun. I'm a little jealous. I guess there's nothing stopping me from learning how to make a web page now, except for it being one of those things that it's like, if I need one, maybe I should just pay somebody for it. Maybe in life you don't have to know how to do everything. Squarespace? Did you get 8th on stream yet? I think I got 8th. Was it 7th or 8th? The first match I ran on stream today was very bad. It went very poorly. Unless you just enjoy it. Definitely not everyone's thing. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, well, there's quillbies in the lobby. I'm going to try and be open-minded this time. I'm going to take Toki. And I'm going to try to be open-minded about maybe there's other tribes than just quillbies. Going for the no. Pick up a Squarespace sponsorship for a website. The thing is, I don't need a website right now. People, I don't really need a website. Everything I do is hosted on bigger websites that like manage things like traffic. Steal it. Okay. All right. That'll do. It's a weird way to say forest quillbores. Yeah. Guess what I was falling asleep to? Was it me? What were you falling asleep to? Radio, podcasts, television, raindrops, government videos. Oh. It's right there next to raindrops and ASMR. Oh. I want to be greedy. I want to buy another rank 2.
I like your odds.
Don't mind me. Just doing my thing. Quillbee main. How do you take it if people tell you they fall asleep to your stream? I find that very flattering. I take that as a compliment. I'm not exactly a high octane streamer, and I've accepted this. I'm all right with it. The death of a streamer begins when you start to worry about whether or not you're boring, because that'll just take you right out of the game. Okay, so 3, 5. I will go to Tavern 2 at some point, I promise. Oh, how about if they say your stream makes them want to go back to bed? Well, no one's ever said that, so I wouldn't know how I feel. I don't have any plans to watch the MDI, no. If you plan to make ASMR, don't do it on Twitch. Do it on YouTube. I don't have any plans to make ASMR. It's a bit... I understand that there is legitimate ASMR that is entirely separate from like the more risque side of things, but there's too much overlap for me to want to mess with it, especially when I had no desire to do so in the first place. Flip side would be having loud horns and sirens go off every few minutes. Are you taking a break from WoW? Just until next week. This is my last non-WoW stream for a while. Man, imagine if I had like the game day air horn that I just used every time there was a sub. Pew 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 pew. Do not get ASMR. It's kind of oh, play 6 quillbores. Oh, I hate discovering buddies. I hate it. I'm gonna do this one because I think casting 16 spells will be pretty reasonable when I'm getting blood gems. We're gonna go 3. Press the button. I normally really like holding the jazzers on my board, but I don't know if it's worth giving up on 4 blood gems. 4 plus 8. Early momentum. But I'm gonna be getting free tavern spells later, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hold the jazzer. And I'm gonna buff him. Look at me go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I know it's gonna slow down my quest. But whatever. I'm committing to my plan. You're nuzzling the mics enough, ASMR. Does competitive WoW interest you less after so many competitions? I've never really watched much competitive WoW. I watched a couple of AWCs back in like 2016. And that was about the last time I was invested in WoW esports. I understand that it's going on. I think it's great that people are excited about it. It's just never really been my sphere.
There's a battle brewing.
Absolutely cannot fall asleep to ASMR. Yeah, it makes me itchy. It makes me uncomfortable. But I think I'm just not the target. I'm just not the right person. I just don't like the feeling. That's okay. Doesn't have to be for me. I like listening to people that have calming, soothing voices, you know? Morgan Freeman talking about nature, that kind of thing.
You're so cool.
Alright, this time I'm absolutely going to leave a mana open. And then we'll get lots of blood gems. This is fine. World first is interesting. Gear grinding, wiping on bosses. I do like when the race is going on, which I think is a bit different than esports. It's esports adjacent, but it's not like an officially hosted event by WoW or anything. Whenever that's going on, I like to check into the streams every couple of hours just to see where they are at. That's fun. That's the thing that I do most often. Just turn on Max's stream every couple of hours just to see how tired he looks, sort of thing. Falling asleep to YouTube a lot lately. Anything familiar, friendly, without a lot of volume changes. Anyone remember the Sepulchre race to world first? I'm pretty sure watching that. I remember like my apartment at the time did not have a lot of furniture, but the furniture I did have was pointed at the TV. Esport adjacent, you get it. Yeah, I get it.
Stay hydrated. Be victorious.
Fine. Thanks. Yeah. This will do. Decent looking houses go up for sale lately. Yeah, I saw a couple that looked nice. I need to get my documents together and talk to a variety of people and find out how poor I am. And find out if it's something that I'm gonna do this year or I'm gonna not do this year. But it's like one of those things that is core level stressful, so I have a tendency to avoid it. Oh, man. Taxes. Listen, we don't say the T word here. Trust me, I pay them. But that is the thing that ruins my life more than anything else. Not like the amounts that I owe, although those are exciting. But just for whatever reason, even though I have a good accountant now, it just makes me question life. No rush. Did my taxes last night. Man. Last year, it took me months. And after a while, I was like, okay, you're going to sit down with this for 45 minutes a day. And it was still like just weeks and weeks of that. Like, it's so much time. And I'm not doing them myself. I'm just trying to dig everything up and get it all right. It was extra complicated last year because of the extra country. And it should be easier this year. And I'm going to remind myself of that. It should be easier this year. I have an irrational fear that my accountant won't take me back. I have an irrational fear that I'm going to get dumped by my accountant. For no reason! I paid them! I don't know why I think they won't want to work with me again. But that they'll just be too busy, too full. Oh. Yeah. We're just not going to say the T word. We'll be fine. Okay. So we do this, and that's nice.
Watch out! Moving here.
I'm gonna press this button. Oh, we like that. Get a golden one of these. Lots of health on these blood gems. Could use some attack on the blood gems. But we're not mad at this. I'll take a conductor, that's fine.
Can't this thing go faster?
Okay. Mm-hmm. 13, yeah, no, we're not gonna quite make it. We're just paying coffee, we are happy. I definitely had to pay them a lot more than coffee. Might be a first, it would be interesting. It's just that the type of accounting that I require is apparently in very high demand and low supply, so it's murder for people to get an accountant in the first place, and I like squeaked in with someone, is the thing. Even if that happens, there are other accountants. That's the problem, is I don't know if there are. I got rejected a lot last year trying to get somebody to do my taxes. It's a weird landscape. Yeah, I think that's part of why it's freaking me out. Feels like going back to WoW after a 4 to 5 year break. Played Hearthstone years ago as a casual, but I understand nothing. Yeah, this is a totally different mode from normal Hearthstone as well. But yeah, it's going to be simpler this year. I'm also not disorganized. Like, I've freaked out over my taxes so many times in my life that I keep reasonably good records of everything. Like, I know where to look for all of this information. I have a good understanding, oh, that's gonna hurt, of what information that I need. It's not that any of this is hard. It's just something about it I'm just allergic to. Okay, so we're gonna be getting some free tavern spells soon. Is Rugug on 5? Rugug might be on 5. Is he on 4 or 5? I'm gonna upgrade.
Go for the gold.
Don't remember. Bramble Witch is on 5.
Maybe small, but
I'm actually gonna do Blue Shelf just for the gold here.
Give you a good price.
Yeah, and again.
I'll give you a good price.
Battle Cries trigger twice. It doesn't matter how much health I'm getting on my blood gems. I need more minions and I need attack on my blood gems. That's my problem. Let's use this, see if we can get some 5s going. Yeah. This will be something. We can juice it up with that. That's nice. Do I just stick a Thorn Collar on my board just to have something? Yeah, I think I do. Okay. And then, yeah, I'll beat these guys up again a little bit. Reminds me of Teamfight Tactics. Yeah. It's a quasi-auto battler. What makes this only a quasi-auto battler? No communal champion selection. The battling feels pretty auto to me. I guess I'm just not familiar with the distinctions in terminology. Oh, I see what they're doing. That's kind of nice. I mean, it's not great for me because I need to live, but... We do have 57 health on our Quillboard, which is going to help me a little bit. It would be nice if I had more bodies on my board. But I think we're still okay. Barely. I think we tie. Yeah. Do you think they could make an MMO with these tribes being a part of its universe? Oh, that reminds me of a question. Is Sneed the goblin in WoW? I need help on this. Oh, my hand size. I kind of forgot about that. Alright, I'm gonna buff up him. You. This.
Hey, watch out!
I love it when you have a plan.
Pick a right one. Okay. Just to have a body on the board, you know. +1, +5, huh? Yeah, this is sputtering a little bit. Sneed is in Dead Mines? In the masked room in Dead Mines. Oh, that's right. Edwin Van Cleef's Lumbermaster pilots Sneed's Shredder. That's right. All I remember is him saying, "Mind if I roll Sneed?" Ran the Dead Mines 500 times. Don't remember him. Yes, this is true. Yeah, because he's a hero in Hearthstone, and I was like, I know he's in WoW somewhere. He's not in the Motherlode. And for whatever reason, the Motherlode was the only place in the whole game I could think of that was like all goblins. But I guess he didn't have to be in an all goblin place. We have lots of, well, honestly, 1.5's nothing to write home about. This is, hey, this person's kind of doing the build that I had. I would have sandwiched the guys around this, assuming that he's got feather mains. I say backseating somebody that is probably going to beat me. Actually, no, we've got enough health on these for now. We can squeak by. I guess maybe there's no feather mains. Interesting. You need feather mains. There are no backseating rule? Yeah, but these people can't hear me. You're allowed to backseat me if I'm allowed to mute you. That's the rule. Okay, let's do we want to discover a battlecry minion? Not really. Ooh, we want to trigger his battlecry again. We like that. Is there a thing where battlecries go twice that I want to get? Discover a tavern spell. Because that would be kind of nice. I once used this spell that triggers a friendly battle cry on this thing on my board because I figured it would upgrade something in the tavern, and it didn't. It upgraded something on my board, and it ruined my board. I like threw a game doing that. It was really embarrassing. Okay, no, this is fine.
Come on down.
Oh yeah, there's Rugug there. Forgot about him. Listen, Willie. YOLO! Grab him! No! We're fighting last place. It's fine. We can get away with this. It's messy, but what do you do? Last time we saw Gallywix, he was in Tazavesh. Such a funny character. Yeah, I remember being vaguely confused that Gallywix was allowed to continue Gallywixing after the Goblin intro, because he wasn't subtle. This is the problem I end up with sometimes with my quillboars, is where my blood gems become really juicy for, my blood gems will become very juicy for attack, or for health, but not attack, or like vice versa. Yeah, this is what I wanted, but I don't want to grab it unless I know I can find some of the other stuff, and it might get discarded by my guy anyway, so we'll do this. I might want a Felbor. I don't really have enough else going on to make it worth not having a Felbor. Hand size is a problem for me with my free tavern spells.
The crystals speak to me.
Pick a minion to lead you to
am I doing? After you cast 2 spells.
I'm hogging all the power.
No. I don't know what I'm doing.
Lead you to victory.
Yeah, okay. Is he gonna eat the banner board? Oh, he ate everybody but the banner board. That's nice.
Oh, you're ahead. Keep it up.
Oh, yeah. This will work for now, actually. It's not the worst thing ever. Okay. So, oh, this will work, actually. This will be good. Get rid of this. Oh yeah, that's right. I should buy these before I forget.
That minion will bring you closer.
I know that this guy's like really good, but I never end up using him really. Couldn't tell you why.
I'm in their tracks. Tear this place apart.
Yeah. Is he a demon? He is a demon. There's an argument to be made for dropping something. Maybe even the knight, the little baby one, for this, just so it can re-bring back that. It's kind of a bummer when I wanted to triple the knight, but like, I don't want to get rid of this because it's I'm definitely gonna get more battlecry procs. 5098. Yeah, that's worth. Watch me find another one immediately.
Does this mean you're not?
Yeah, that's fine. Hi, hello, hello. How are you today? Hello. I'm doing well today. How are you?
There's no.
You know what would be neat? If we can get an official intended story outline of what they intended for Cataclysm and how it changed as Cata developed. Oh man. I think some people are probably taking that information to their graves. So I think we can skate by here. Oh no, she needs to die after the Felbor. I didn't think it would live that long. Do you ever find yourself narrating games when you're alone? By default. No. I narrate what I'm doing in the kitchen sometimes. Okay. I want a possibility to discover another Felbor, so I'm actually going to upgrade.
Hi, small minions, and hello, big minions.
Discover... No. I don't want to hold stuff in my hand, but I think I will. I haven't really left myself any cycle spots. This is terrible. However, we are in the last matchup. Wait, I didn't do this yet. 66 at 110. Yeah, okay. And then put an extra one of those on the board. And then do these guys. But maybe have him go a little earlier. Maybe a lot earlier. No backseating, please. I'm just making my own choices for fun. I think if they weren't my choices, I wouldn't be enjoying it. I don't think it was the plan to create the Dragon Soul raid using entirely old assets. Nice thing about having a pet is that you can just pretend you're talking to them instead of yourself. True. If my dog spoke perfect English, he would be so annoyed with me because I say the same things to him all the time. He would get so bored. It's always, and like, I'll ask him the dumbest questions. I'll be like, Moosey, are you a puppy? And he looks at me like, duh. I've been a puppy this whole time. I was a puppy yesterday. I'm gonna be a puppy tomorrow. What's your favorite Hearthstone build? I like anything quillbies. I'm a big fan of quillbies. He would learn English just to tell you to shut it. Very curious to see how this works out. We need to snipe the banana slimer. We need to snipe it with something that kills it. I have no pets but talk to myself all the time. Mildly insane. I think the best of us are. Yeah, no. We needed to hit right if we wanted that to work out. Does it do 15? Yes, yes it does. Are you gonna play WoW today too? I don't have any plans to now. I checked on Lord Helnerath, and that was about it. I think I got another day before my compost finishes in my pockets. I just don't have any active projects in WoW right now. I know there's a patch coming out in March, and I know that Self-Found is coming out for Classic in next Thursday. That'll be really fun. How's the WoW baking going? WoW baking. I've been baking bread, but I don't know if it's WoW bread. Hubby and I have periods of hours, days where we communicate exclusively in meows. Oh. Alright. Well, good news is there's quillbies in the lobby. We could take Phelan. Yeah, let's take Phelan. See if we can discover things. There's also Beast Demons, Mechs, Murlocs. All of which are things that I sometimes make work. I don't hate any of those things. Beasts are hardest for me, I think, followed by Demons. Beast Demons and Mechs are all probably equally hard. Quillbore and Murlocs are pretty straightforward if you get the right pieces for it. We'll just have to see if we can get the right pieces. Your least favorite minion type. Might be pirates. Let me look at dragons, actually. Dragons are my least favorite right now. Pirates are down there. Dragons and pirates.
Let's get started.
Okay. By the time you get to 6, no one needs a Slywick anymore. I like Phelan's armor. He looks nice.
You know what time it is? Time for your
So yeah, we'll upgrade. We'll check our patient scout in the board. Hopefully that gives me something. If we end up going Murlocs, we've got a basically ready to go for tier 4. But if I can't find a Bream counter, then I will not worry about it. How do you remember the names of the cards? I only know the names of the ones that are important to me. And that I use all the time. A lot of the other ones, like I'll know what they do when I see the picture, but I won't actually have read the name of them.
Remember to stay safe.
Base Gale has some real drip. I get it, because he's damp. Because he's got bubbles.
Those recruits can't wait to play.
Alright.
A small friend with big
Okay.
dreams, just like me.
This'll work. This'll do for now. I need the hand warmers back. Hand warmers and a big plushie. Make nice nest at desk.
There's a battle brewing.
It'll be fun to play WoW again next week, though. I'm curious as to how long Self-Found keeps my interest for, and how far I get in it. And how many restarts I'm going to give myself if I die. I just enjoyed hardcore so much that I'm so excited to have an excuse to do it again. Like, I could have done it again at any time, but
Everybody chill.
I do love a reason. Alright. Five battle cry minions that you sell to discover 2 tier 6s. That sounds pretty good. I hate the buddy discovering thing. I'm awful with it, and summoning 15's a bit tough. I think we're gonna do this. And we're gonna just, like, look for 5 battle cries. I would love a better battle cry, but what do you do? I guess I don't know what I want. 1.
It's a great time to hire minions.
Hi, Hazel. Good morning. Hi, Jens. How are you doing? I hear you guys have been on a Gnomer adventure. I was creeping on the details of your arcane mage healing from last night. It was tragic. It looked rough, man. You guys got to bully Flabby into healing for you, which would be very sad because I think he's really enjoying playing Shadow Priest. I'm trying to have a more normal day today. Yesterday, I was just playing catch up from the day before. And I would love to be vaguely back on track today. Maybe spend like an hour sitting up straight, working on something, focusing on something. Needless to say, we aren't going to invite any more mage healers. What if it was just that one, though? What if there are very good ones that do their jobs effectively and with, you know, a delightful, friendly charisma? You know, I don't know anything about SOD healing. The real trick, I'll tell you right now, is to let Flabby put together the group because he can vet people. Let him do it from the beginning, and you'll be in good shape. I need battle cries is what I need. 4 of them's kind of a big ask.
They may be small, but they sure are cute. That makes 3.
All right, fine. Did you catch up on sleep? Sort of. It took a really long time to do it, but last night I think was pretty good. I ended up going to bed early last night, and then I think I got a reasonable sleep. It'll do. We'll make it work. Partner's main game these days is hardcore. Sit here and here who are getting into trouble feel secondhand anxiety. That mage ruined it for all of them. oh man. Yeah, this is fine.
Good out there.
I don't really know what I'm doing in this game. We're hoping for the best is what we're doing. The turtle should buy some time because he's getting a little bigger every round. He's got baby scaling. Oh, careful.
Another win?
Battle cries. Okay.
Awesome!
And then that's for a 5. So next turn we sell that, we discover a 6. I'm hoping we discover some good 6s. I'm not thinking about what the options are, because we're just going to be surprised. When the next phase comes out, the mage healers get one more trial of truth to determine to me their worth. I'm imagining like a lobby of arcane mage healers, and they're just like waiting in a green room to audition for you. And they're like, you know, swinging their stabs around and hyping themselves up and eyeing the competition. Listen, I can do it. Wow. Hi. They also shoot pink lasers to heal, so there would be a lot of lasers. Oh, that's kind of nice. Sometimes I think it would have been fun if I'd stuck with SOD for longer, but it just wasn't meant to be. There were too many other games going on at the same time. And I've been too, like, inconsistent to really put the time into level and then, like, be ready and, like, get on for raid times and stuff. Especially when they're, like, more than one raid, like, the more than one reset a week, I think, is killer for me. I don't think I would have been able to keep up with that. My brain has been requiring couch time lately. You had a ball with Palworld. It was so fun. I've got a little bit more left to do, too. Like, I didn't beat all the bosses or anything. I could definitely go back. Alright, we're discovering a 6. Do. At end of your turn, adjacent minions. Trigger all friendly death rattles. Trigger battle cries. Gauldron.
Back to the pool, fearless minion.
Interesting. So we never did find a Murloc for hand, so we're not worried about that. This is a bit interesting. We've kind of almost got a beast thing going on. I'm gonna go to 4. I guess I'll stick this on my board for now. I don't want base skill. Base skill, go away. Yeah, it's a bit interesting. Do I think I'm gonna win this? Probably not. Not enough to use an overconfidence. Don't need to make it every reset. If you don't, there's another one right around the corner. What game are you most excited for coming out soon? Self-found. Self-found for hardcore is gonna be like totally my thing. I've never noticed before exactly how crazed the hungry Snapjaw looks. Is this what I look like when I'm late for lunch? Look at his eyes! Holy moly, that's funny. I don't think I've ever looked at that art before. I'm a bit curious about 1026. Man, my curiosity came and went. I'm over it. I don't care anymore. I'm the worst. I'm just a creature of apathy and sadness. Oh, it's taken too long for me. My attention span timed out. I've moved on. That guy just found out buffets exist. Alright, so find beasts. We buy this. We like this. We've got some interesting pieces. Fitting them together is a struggle for me. Beast builds are hard for me. I'm not against the Spore Bat even. I would prefer the Spore Bat over this. Like, I know that my build's not like doing a thing yet, but I think that's fine. I mean, I say it's fine. Everything's fine until you die. Yeah. And I really want to keep that around because I really want to try and maybe sort of set up the thing that I did before. Did get tier chest and a dagger from that raid last night. So not a bad night overall. Nice. Congratulations. Speaking of daggers, I think the thing that's going to make me want to play Baldur's Gate finally happened. Which is, Flabby started playing Baldur's Gate and he started telling me about like the things that are happening in the story with his character. And now I'm intrigued. now I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, that sounds kind of fun. That sounds kind of cool. I don't know, I think that I would be really lost. I told him to tell you to play it. I think I'd be really lost for like a super long time, like getting my feet under me in the game, but I think that once I got the hang of it, I don't know, maybe I would have a good time with it. I can't decide. I can't figure out if it's my thing or not. I don't think I would know until I play it, but that's like an expensive investment. I'm kind of trying to save up my pennies here. Honestly think you would enjoy it. Hey, you've got all my eagles. Give them. Give them back. Alright, free banana. Wait till it's on sale. Yeah, it went a little bit on sale over the holidays, but it was really only like a tiny bit on sale. I need it like half off. Or I just need to like do 500% more work and then make lots of money and then be rich Zol, who buys expensive games and also cheese. Do I want? I do. Take this piece. I don't actually really want much to do with, I don't actually really want a triple sport bet. It was kind of like a for now thing. Ooh, I like that though. Okay.
You made a triple.
It's a very tricky thing. Did I lose? No, I won last time. I think I'm gonna hold on to the blue shell. Because I know I'm gonna use this. What we really need. I've gotten in the habit of leaving a gold floating because I play too much, I play too much quillbies. Go for OS2. Similar. Goes for $15. Earlier this week, my boss asked me how things were going, and I answered, I just had cake for lunch. And she responded, I get it, I had cheese for lunch. Still don't think you'd like to play on stream? Yeah, no, I think that one might be like a private time thing. Can you play it with a controller, or is it like a keyboard mouse situation? I wonder if I could set it up on my couch. You can. Is it annoying? Is the big question. So this might be dangerous. So which are we procking here? That's unfortunate. that's not ideal. That is the danger of living that up, but I kind of don't want to get rid of it because I can't. Well, I guess I'm not really going token beast, am I? I could probably stand to get rid of it. But if we lose this one, we can get some extra gold from our blue shell. Yeah. It's a bunch of radial menus. Okay. Bro played Baldur's Gate 3 with his spouse on Xbox or something. Okay. Yeah, it should work then. Okay. I'm getting rid of... Well, I kind of want to get rid of both of those guys. It's so greedy to go to 5. But I think I have to. So I'm going to sell this. I'm going to play this. I'm going to sell this. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to use this. I need a Rylak Death Screamer.
The scourge will consume you.
But we're going to get either big buffs to the board or big tavern spells. We don't have enough reborns going around yet, so we got to keep an eye out for the beetles. In the meantime, we got 80 seconds. Kitty cat, do you have anything you want to say to your public? Hi. How you doing? Sometimes I wonder if, in a hypothetical future, which is not happening because I'm like capped on pets, but if I did get a kitten, if Moose or Kira would get along with it better. Because I have a feeling that Moose has a better chance. Because he's proven that he's gentle with young and small things. And that he just likes animals. He likes cats and dogs. And he has them in the friend category. Whereas Kira's not lived with another cat since she was like a baby at the shelter. And I have a feeling that you might not want to share. I don't know that because you haven't had a chance to find out. But being blind, and I don't think you really want to share your mom time with another cat. I don't think you would like them. I don't know. I don't have any plans to find out, but I was like wondering about it recently. I need to get rid of that extra turtle. Friend just got a kitten and her grumpy old man cat is furious about it. Kira doesn't even want to share the chair. Yeah. I think she would be more angry at the dog if she thought she could take him. But he's very big.
Looking good out there.
Interesting. Okay. See, that's what I want. Oh, it is a 4. For some reason I thought that was a 5. Oh well. But that upgrading's alright. This should get me through this turn. And a Tavernsville. Moose would enjoy a kitten to play with and just watch. I think it would be better if he was like older, but I think if he's older, he might be calm enough to really do it. There we go.
So cool.
Okay. Eagle. Darn it. Eagle is a 3. Lilac Metalhead is a 4. I'm not that lucky. Oh, I forgot about my quest! I forgot about my quest. That's so funny. Okay. Duly noted.
Back to the pool.
That's so funny. Oh, man. No, this is all useless. This doesn't help me at all. We're fighting first place, so we need to be a bit careful here.
Pick a minion to lead you to victory. Back to the pool. Fearless minion.
Yeah.
You tread on sacred ground.
It's a great time to hire minions.
Nice. That's what we want. Okay, I think it's starting to come together. We just need to survive. Funnily enough, I think we're going to kill Goldrin. We're going to get the eagle. And then we're going to throw the herald up. And that should, and then we should start getting, we're trying to just really make these Feathermanes very big.
Your head. Keep it up.
Kira might appreciate a warm cuddle friend by then. Yeah, maybe. He's been a really good boy at learning about what he is and is not supposed to do. To the point that, like, he can look at a plate of food and you can look at him and be like, you know, that's not for you. And he's like, fine, you're right. Even if it's like right in front of his face. Which is pretty, I'm pretty proud of him because he loves food. And self-control's hard for a young pup. Okay, so this could be a problem. I could... no, I can't die because there's still damage cap. We have time to turn this around. Hi, sweetie. I can move the plushie. You always get first priority on the lap. Okay, so that hurt. But, listen, everything's gonna be fine.
You know what time it is?
We get this.
Time for your epic
We get this. We use this. I forgot to upgrade to 8 to 6 to get the thing, but that's okay. We chuck this.
bye, minion. I'll miss you.
We get this. I forgot I needed to upgrade so that I would get the Hawkstrider Herald and it was going to replace Charlga. 5, 6. No, I can't sell my Feathermanes. They're too important.
I'll give you a good price.
Still can't sell the Feathermanes. Still too important. Why did I do this? I don't know. I don't know what my big idea was. Charlga would have been better than that. Here, we'll do that. We are just going to hope that we swing first. That's what we're going to do. Seems like a pretty smart dog. Some pets are dim bulbs. I had a cat named Crybaby who loved fire to the point her fur would singe next to the fireplace. Aww. Got my tank warlocked up to 18. Nice. Oh, that's a... Okay, we're dead. That is a very big coral murler. And while we are starting to scale this, we don't have all the golds that we need to make it, like, really, really good. It's coming together, but not fast enough. Yeah, they're pretty decent buffs, but nothing's saving me from 538. So I think I'm gonna take a break. I will be back, and then we'll go back in, and we'll just do it better. Kitty, do you want to stream for a second? See if you want to sit in the chair. Alright. 4th place, not so bad. Okay. Hi. There we go. Kitty, you waited for me. That's nice. Maybe she remembered how many times I've had to scoop her lately. Tank lock makes the last phase cake. Oh, nice. Alright, let's go back in. I'd say I'm surprised that I haven't tanked raiding yet today, but I think that usually when I'm tanking raiding in BGs, it's because I'm multitasking. Like, I'll be playing while I'm, like, watching something. And I just throw games when I'm doing that. Like, I'll miss rounds or, like, misplay worse than usual. And then I go back down to 6k. Which makes for some nice fun games as you get back off that floor. Oh, okay. Good options. I like Lich King. I especially like Lich King with Undead, being able to add an extra Reborn. But Sneed is so fun. Sneed is so fun. And he's also great with, Undead in certain quests. I'm gonna Sneed it up. Mind if I roll Sneed? Joy, playing this really makes me want to try it. It's pretty addictive. You might have enough games going on, though. But I like it because you don't have to build decks. You don't have to buy cards. There's a rating for everybody. You just buy cards, see how they fight against each other, and then buy different cards. Alright. Enough games? Is that possible? I was looking at my stats page recently, and I apparently have somewhere in the neighborhood of 720 hours put into this game, which isn't... I mean, it's crazy, but it isn't that crazy because I've had it for years. It's been out for a long time. But then I fell into that rabbit hole of being like, man, what if you'd spent that time on anything else? It's like, you wouldn't have done. If you weren't on this, you would have just been watching YouTube. So calm down with the self-righteous self-speech. But it's true. You could do a lot in 720 hours. Sometimes I like to daydream about what I could do with a lot of time if I just lock myself in a room without distractions. And the answer is I could have a breakdown. I could have a spectacular breakdown if I lock myself in a room without distractions. But, like, it's fun to pretend. Let's do this. And we'll do this. And we'll start summoning stuff. I've always lived my life under the simple rule of if I'm having fun, it isn't wasted time. That is true. I would never say that I regret the way that I've spent my 20s, my 30s so far, because I have always prioritized taking naps with my cat, giving hugs to various dogs, and generally being cozy. I've lived very much in my comfort zone, which means that I haven't gotten out of my bubble much. But I have been very comfy, and there's something to be said for that. It could be a lot worse. Maybe have your cat there to prevent the breakdown. Oh, man.
Another win? Awesome! Need a drink?
I love how Sneed gets 20 armor. He's almost patchwork. He almost has basically 30 like 60 health. They must really not believe in him. I think he's great in this meta with there's so many different quests that can work really well off of summoning a bunch of stuff. There's so many different like avenge things. If you can get the totally normal horse avenge amalgam thing, it's so juicy. This is versus players. These are all players, but you can't talk to them, and they can't talk to you. You can emote at them, but yeah, they're all other players, and it's like MMR based, so you'll start in lobbies against other people of a similar skill level, or at least it'll put you in those eventually. Alright, we got a quest. 20 friendly minions die. That is possible. Tavern spells cast twice. Ooh, add 10 cards to my hand. Which might be a little tricky, but if we do that, avenge 4 for random tavern spell. Sneed lets you get lots of avenges. I think I want to do that. I also kind of want to, for the moment, throw up 2 Barnstormers. So that I can start scaling some Tavernellies. That might be useful. I don't usually go Ellies, but if you're gonna go Ellies, getting these guys up early is important. If you know, you know. I hate to break it to you, but I don't think that I know. I've been obsessed with watching this cooking competition show called Easy Bake Battle, where they have to make things that are very simple and very easy and very lazy. And it speaks to everything that I've ever done in the kitchen. And I like it that you see them do things where you're like, yeah, I could actually do that. That sounds like it's within my realm of possibility.
First place!
I'm trying to get inspired to cook more and it's not going well. I've never seen Gordon Ramsay make a Wellington. Those things are super complicated. Yeah, it does not sound like what I'm looking for. Alright, so that's going okay so far. Add 10 cards to your hand. So, like, this is good. 10 cards to your hand. The spellcraft counts. I was going to sell the spellcraft, but I think I'm going to not, actually. What makes you unmotivated to cook? You need a certain amount of, like, organization of the brain to cook, I think. And without that, I just kind of, like, putter around the kitchen like a little algorithmically driven AI that's like lost its meaning and is just like bumping into the corners like a vacuum robot that needs an update. I need to have thoughts in my head. And sometimes when I get really fried, there's no thoughts. Certainly no useful ones that would lend themselves to the preparation and choosing of food. You might like the YouTube channel Sorted Food then. Perhaps, perhaps. Yeah. Visual so effective. Makes me sad. Valid makes sense. You ever just like look in all of your cupboards and go, yep, those are cupboards. Yep, that's food. Okay, so we're adding cards to my hand. We only need to add 3 more. So this is an easy way to do it. And then I'm not mad at this.
Need a drink? Back to the pool. Fearless
So
minion.
now, when we get Avenge 4, we're gonna get a Tavern spell. Yeah. And now we can just focus on like upgrading and doing our best. Having a fried brain makes everything hard. Yeah, sometimes I'll end up just very... And it's funny that I end up decision fatigued because it's not like I've made any choices, but sometimes I find myself unable to make choices. Even when both options are fine. If you present me both options, nothing's doing. And cooking is filled with lots of choices.
You're top shelf. Bravo.
So you look like you're discovering buddies. Oh no, you're just ETC. That works too. Nice. I love it when the Sneed power summons something that has like a reborn or another enemy summon because it's all gonna just give me extra free tavern spells. I don't know what the cause is. Have my sympathy, empathy. Aw, thank you. It's not a huge problem in the grand scheme of things. I'm lucky in that I can keep easy things on hand, and my partner never makes me feel bad for ordering takeout if that's what we need to do. Sometimes that's what we do. We ordered healthy takeout last night. That was a change. We did like these bowls. Mine had like chickpeas and roasted yams and quinoa and what else? Bunch of veggies. Okay. So we have, good news is we have free spells. This guy's also gotten pretty big. Meow. I want to stick. You've been replicated twice. Tempted to throw Pashmar on the board as well. He's going to give me, after 3 things die, he'll give me a free spellcraft. No, here we go. Here we go. Let's a noob rack it up.
The first crit lord.
Why did I freeze again? Oh, I had some notions about the wildfire elemental, but I think I'm gonna not worry. Yeah. But see, Sneed's very powerful. I guess I did just take a hit from Chieftain, but like, listen, this is gonna be great. We're gonna try and do a straightforward undead token build with lots of undead army. See what we can come up with. Get myself some food. And a really delicious breakfast. We had leftover beans from the burritos. Leftover beans and tortillas, so partner made Huevos rancheros. Which was really nice. I don't know how he managed to do it. He did not have very much time. Okay, so the good news is we get some free spells. The bad news is we're not about to win. We're close. I would have preferred the amalgam quest, but this will be okay. Do I want to go to 4? They've gone to 4. Can I get away with going to 4?
Bye-bye, minion. I'll miss you.
Do I really want to hold for the steadfast spirit? Not really. It's like good, but it's not life-changing. We've done kind of a funny thing here. I don't know how street food became cool, and I'm not here for it. Really? I just figured street food was... Do you mean food trucks or street food? Because street food's often, like, fried. Prepared quickly, made delicious. Yeah, I think you're getting the wrong street food, my friend. Strongly dislike eating while standing or walking. Yeah, I don't really do the food truck thing much or at all in person because they're often in busy areas. There's big lines. You feel compelled to order quickly. It's just too much pressure. And even if I manage to like get through all that and then order something and then get some food, I am no longer in the mood to eat. Get food truck food, just take it home. Yeah, that is smart. A lot of food trucks here are on DoorDash. So the food trucks that I do eat from, I basically just get it that way. It's more expensive, but good vendors out there. You just gotta find one that you enjoy. Okay. We're gonna stabilize. You just have to believe. Portland was like the food truck capital, though. They had loads of them. All right. I am undense.
To lead you to victory. It's a great time to hire minions.
Is this gonna work? What am I doing? Well, we're fighting last place. We're gonna get another 2 attack. We just need, it's going okay. It's kind of come together. The Portland's food trucks are mostly gone now. Oh no! Maybe they weren't profitable. They were illegal in Montreal until just a few years ago. Don't have a permit to sell in that particular area. That's a lot of extra stuff. Well, that's alright though, because we got a couple of free planar telescopes. We are still taking hits though. Listen, it's never over until it's really over.
Everybody chill. I have refreshments.
So that's worth 4 gold when you sell it. Primus, yeah. The Gold Eternal Knight would let me discover a 6. And it would clear up a bunch of board space. Although the Handless Forsaken, there's good things to say about the other ones as well, but I'm gonna do this.
Strong, shiny, and eager to fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
A worthy opponent.
Those both have a replicate on them. Oh yeah, that's right. What have I done? For what have I done this? This'll be fine. Did we use our hero power? I don't know if I did. I meant to. I didn't do it. Whoops. Oh well.
There's a battle brewing.
Let's see if this survives. It's not looking incredible because we're still kind of scaling, but we're now in danger because we're below 15 health, so damage cap can't save me anymore. Oh, that was a nice one to get. That's decent too, as long as it doesn't die super fast. That's not what you're after. Wow. That was really close. 6. Yeah. Okay, okay. We'll survive. We got a bunch of tavern spells. And we're on 5. And there's an Enumerax, so. Here, let me like steal one and see if I can just get it. No, okay. Interesting. Okay.
I am the first crit lord.
Yeah, that's more like it. Okay.
I got it. Second hand. I got it. Second hand. Rise in your final form.
Okay. See if this works. board's not crazy big. Let's load the space. Yeah, we'll be okay. Claimed so many Twitch Prime card packs and promotional items, about to get a lot of stuff when I start up Hearthstone here. Yeah, I've got like 200 and something packs sitting on my login screen, and I just don't open them because they're not for this mode, so they don't do me any good. It's like my WoW boosts. They're not for me. Okay. I know it's like a real problem with board space, but I kind of want to use Sneed on that. This is sort of awkward. It's not crazy good scaling. I would almost rather a Baron. The trouble with fishing is when you don't know what you're fishing for, you're liable to just fish yourself into trouble. So let's go ahead and use... Yeah, we'll Sneed on this and we'll just assume that it's gonna make it. And then we're gonna taunt up that guy. Anything good? No? Okay. I wouldn't be against like a Baron. I can't believe our ended army's only at plus 16 attack. It's like alright, but it really could be a lot better. See if it's enough to get us through this. Is it just me or do those... Oh, I was gonna say, do those dynamite look like sushi? They are sushi. It's the Spite Scale special. That would be why. Okay. I guess I didn't think about cleaves, but it doesn't look like we've got cleaves. We might have big... We've got poisons. They've got a big full hand. I wonder... Well, no, they don't have anything that's going to summon from their hand. I think we're okay. I think that we can do that. We can take this one. Oh, that's a nice free spell to get. Just 440 your whole board. Yeah. No troubles. Oh, it's not bad either. Oh, an extra one too. Alright, now we're scaling. I don't think it's a first place level scaling, but hopefully it's a top 4 level scaling. Yeah, we're top 4. Okay. Anything good? No. What's tempting is to just layer in more Sneed into like the summoner and stuff and just kind of hope for the best. But I would like to get some of those guys that give Reborn. Don't mind me. We're really believing we're gonna make it, so we're investing. Careful investing. I can't really justify checking the knight unless I have something really good to put down there. Better than the Hungering A-Bomb. If I do this, will its attacks tick back up? I think it will. Yeah, it will. Yeah, I'll just do that. Layer one more into here, maybe. Use these. don't always know what I want. Hey Hazel, just in from work. I've had 2 second places today, one with Quillbor. Definitely didn't manage to pull off the strat you use. I was so winging it. Oh man. Brit, winging it is the strat. We've had some fun games today. I haven't won all of them, but we've had a couple of juicy ones. I don't know if I've gotten any first places on stream actually. Maybe. This is an okay undead build. This is more or less what I like to do with undeads.
No stopping you.
It's not like the best quests ever, but they're alright. What does Reborn do? It makes it so after it dies, it will come back with 1 health. But it'll come back as like a plain version of itself with 1 health. So if it had a death rattle on it, it'll come back with that death rattle again. Assuming that there's space on the board for that to happen. So it works really nicely with this power where you're adding extra attack to your undeads wherever they are, because anytime an undead is reborn, you basically get that attack on it twice. Yeah, you're toast, bud. I don't know if he's dead, but he's not winning. That's gonna be a juicy hit. Oh, he's so lucky. 1 health. So you're saying you don't miss shuffling? No, it was alright. Okay, so we have 16 of this. They've got mixed minions, which could mean anything. Oh yeah, every time that thing is growing now, it's kind of hard to get rid of it. I could get rid of this for that. It's better, but I don't know if it's like life-changingly better. And this does protect my Eternal Summoner for a hot minute. I don't love Morose as much as I want to. Because, yeah, he's going to buff the board, but not really by amounts that are necessary at this time. There we go. Make that work. What does your hero skill do? 1 mana, or gold. You buff a minion and it gains a death rattle to summon a random minion from a tier lower. So really good with lots of avenges. Because you're just summoning a ton of stuff. This is going to be kind of interesting because they've got loads of health. I don't think we make it. I think it's close. But I think that 344 is too much. Too much numbers, especially because that's gonna, yeah, it's gonna get a bunch more health. Oh. It's not gonna help, but it helps. That's funny. That Mad Matador, once per round, when it takes damage, instead of taking the damage, it deals that damage from another thing, so he just did 500 damage to his own board. The spells that appear in the tavern now. It's part of the current, I don't know, situation. They're fun. You can buy them for whatever their mana cost is. They also have a tier rank. You can use them. There's a bunch of things that synergize with them. Alright, we're going back in. I'll take a 3rd place, though. That's alright. creeping on 6,400. I don't really want to hit 7k. And I don't think I'm in danger of it, so that's good. Alright, we'll go back in. Matador. Man, if that had saved the game, that would have been so funny. That would have been so good. I like that about Sneed, is that sometimes you get just like the sickest card ever that randomly pops up with a Sneed death rattle. Alright, good news is there's quillbies. Bad news. Oh, I should not be Mutanus. I am a horrific Mutanus player. You can make an argument for N'Zoth. I'm not great with him either, but with Mutanus, I always end up with one big thing on my board, and then it gets hit with one Venomous, and then it's over. And then, cause like, I hero power of return. They only exist so you can complete spell quests without playing Naga. Changed my mind. I want to play Wildstar. No idea what made me, but I do. I love the boots and hat. Yeah, he's, his cattle cart, he's a fish in a boot. He's like a cowboy version right now. So actually I'm gonna hold that. You want death rattles to go with this, because after a friendly death rattle dies, the fish is gonna gain the death rattle. So you want death rattles, and then you want them to die before him. You can make an argument for the bonehead. I like holding the busker for turn 2, so that on turn 3 you get 6 mana and can buy 2 things.
How do I attract these minions? 2 words. Free refills.
I love Fizzy. She's so cute.
Focus.
That's a lot of death rattles.
Do it.
We can do this. And we can do this.
Hold it right there.
Are you 14? I have been 14 before. That's an age I did once. I wouldn't do it again. 14's not a good year for most people. 14's awkward.
Aw, you're ahead. Keep it up. Those recruits can't wait to play.
Okay.
Aw, this one
Let's do
loves
that.
you.
Lots of pirates.
A small friend with
One of the lucky ones then.
just like me.
14's grade 9. Ugh. The way that my schools were set up, that was the first year that you did high school. High school was 9 through 12. So all the 14-year-olds were just like little fresh-faced, you know, pimply little beady-eyed, bushy-tailed, overly enthusiastic, all of a sudden feeling very uncool, being surrounded by like 16 and 17-year-olds.
Battle brewing.
Because before that, middle school was just grade 6 and grade 7. Or pardon me, grade 7 and grade 8, just the way that the school happened to be set up. So that was just being 12 and 13. So you go for being... you go from being like the 13-year-old around a bunch of 12-year-olds where you feel super cool. Oh, by 10 minions get Sanguine Champion. Okay. You don't have to pull my leg. Yeah, perhaps it's possible that grades and ages were different where you are, Kesh. Always forget the system education is different. Go back to special with post-secondary. Even within BC, depending on where you go to school, you might encounter different, not necessarily different ages for the grades, although certainly you can enter school early or late and then be like 1 year off. but just like the way that they break up the years, it can be done kind of funky in some places. Alright, welcome back. Meow. If you were going to go back to school, like post-secondary, purely for fun, imagine that someone is going to pay for you to go back and get a degree, and you're going to do it not for your job, not for your career, just for the sheer joy of it. What do you go back and study? What's the interesting subject for you? I wonder what mine is. Go back and finish what I started with art history. I have an about me section. If you want to see how old I am, it's in the details. I'm 31. Quantum physics. Sick. Wow.
What an impressive victory! Strong, shiny, and eager to fight.
Good question. It would take a lot of money as someone who has a PhD. Illustration and painting. I don't know if I've ever asked, what's your PhD in? Do you mind sharing? Forensics. Took a couple classes in college. It was so fun. I think if I had unlimited time in which to do it, I would go back and finish the music degree. But I would need that unlimited time so that I could take music theory over as many times as I needed to to pass. Because my smooth little brain just was not getting it. Biochemistry. Oh, that's right. Really like philosophy. One course from a minor. Would probably go back for that. Oh, philosophy's interesting. Wow. I suppose I can't go to university and study cats. You could go to school to be a veterinarian, but that's different. That's not what I mean. Love to do all my GCSEs again. Engineering, biological systems, and the like. Now have businessy jobs though. Paleontology. Prehistoric cats. Oh, Kitty, are you mad? Your tail's going. You good? You good. Hey, look at that, we won. Hope you and Kira are doing well. She's being adorable right now. Thanks, Leru. Animal behaviorists? You could specialize in cats. Specializing in cat behavior kind of feels almost exactly like getting a degree in philosophy. Like, super interesting. Lots of layers to it. Good for nothing. Like, knowing everything about how a cat... and mind you, I'm making a joke. The joke is that knowing how a cat behaves isn't going to help you induce it to behave any differently. That's the joke. It's not entirely true. But, you know, like a dog behaviorist can, like, train dogs how to, like, dance at crufts and stuff. You know what I mean? So I wanted to get this so that I could actually, like, taunt up that to make sure it dies before the carp, basically. Because right now we're just buying stuff. Buying minions.
Back to the pool, fearless minion.
Buy minions.
I'll do what I can.
I'm doing my master's to be a physician associate. Nice.
Aw, you're ahead. Keep it up.
Currently about to graduate with my MA in clinical mental health counseling. Though psychology is a special interest, would probably study geology. That's awesome. I'll go back to study management leadership. Want to know how to take care of people better. I really hope that that's what they teach in management and leadership, and not just how to like trick people into into being taken advantage of. There's probably different schools of thought. Oh man. How are we doing? I think we're in good shape because the cattle carp's got a 7/7 beast in him somewhere. Yeah. Nothing? Go for a pilot school instead. Nice. Oh, yeah, I could get a triple. Yeah, okay. No, don't get me wrong. This is gonna be a quillboard game. Don't get it twisted. It's just not a quillboard game yet.
A facet for every kill.
I took a course in management and I definitely learned some questionable tactics to get around things. Surely I'll be like Leo and Catch Me If You Can. Every class I ever took on sales, and by class I mean like dinky little course, or like baby seminar that was put on by some person that you definitely don't trust, was a lot about how to just overwhelm people, and I didn't really love that. I didn't love that for me. Not how I would like to be spoken to, so not how I wanted to speak to people if at all possible.
Stopping you.
This is going alright. I kind of hope the cattle carp dies because I want it to, yeah, nice. Buff the blood gems again. Officer school teaches how to guide a group of people. Cool. So I think our blood gems are starting to scale nicely. There's a minor problem where I don't have any blood gems, but listen, we're about to have blood gems. It'll be fine. I think I'm gonna maybe try to discover a 4 with my patient scout, see if I can get lucky. There's a couple of decent 4s. That's only on a 3 right now though. So here, we're gonna do this. Because I have 3 beasts, so if I want this to give me a quillboar, I need 4 quillboar on the board. I don't really want to get rid of these right now though. I guess I just won't have it give me a quillboar. Yeah, because these are worth 4/4 each. That's not bad. We need to save 1 so that we can get more. Yeah, okay.
And I'll catch you next.
And then next turn we can sell that for a little space. Enjoyed my time in academia, but people can be so pedantic about it. Happy I left the industry. Yeah, I used to think that doing a lot of higher education would make you really wise. And I later discovered that doing a lot of higher education makes you very educated, which can be a different thing than being very wise. It can be why you end up with doctors that have PhDs in heart surgery putting out books about like what to eat that are not remotely based on fact, you know. Sometimes you can be very, very smart and educated and well-informed on a topic, and then you can just be completely off the rails in other areas. It doesn't always go evenly. I don't know what gives wisdom. Life experience, maybe? See, those are my quillbies. Oh hey, it's kind of nice. Wisdom comes from whatever grandmothers spend their whole life doing.
Commander, you're so cool.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna discover a 4. Hope for a nice quill boar. Okay, so Snarling Conductor is a good choice. I'm trying to, like, figure out a way that my Rylak Metalhead could trigger the battle cry of my Sanguine Champion to get extra progress on it. And I think that I'm gonna break my brain trying to do that, so we're gonna not worry about that. Just gonna get these. This.
Watch out!
I actually don't want Tough Tusk.
This thing go faster!
I can't get rid of these Sly Raptors.
This thing go faster!
So I'm gonna need 2 spells. 3 spells to discard. So, yeah, just have a couple blood gems. Oh hey, it's Rugug though. That'll be good. Yeah, if wisdom came from thinking exclusively, I would be a lot smarter. Or wiser. But it's also not really something we can quantify, so yeah, it's okay. Have I been winning? I've been winning. I'm in first place. We hit Blackthorn. We need to... Although Blackthorn has pirates, so I don't know what Blackthorn's doing. Ooh, that's a good quest. Walking for it with a free extra end of turn effect proc. I think that it's going to be hard for us to continue winning because most of my board's pretty weak right now. But... no, this is good. We'll get some extra stuff out of the cattle cart. We're gonna get some extra tavern spells out of the cattle cart too, actually. I would say wisdom comes from allowing yourself to experience different types of people. Greater understanding than human experience. And that's a hard thing to get these days, because it's very easy to close yourself off to people that you find to be upsetting.
Those recruits can't wait to play.
Okay. So we want this, and that's going to make us some room on the board. Which we like. Do I want to discover a 5? No, I'd rather discover a 6. But we want to make sure we also get this Rugug here.
This thing go faster!
Kind of don't love the Felbor. Oh, nice. Free blood gems. Prickly Piper? Prickly Piper. Okay. Now that's a little more like it. Who did this?
Pick a minion to lead you to victory.
At this point, I'm not going to mess around with the bookie. Am I going to mess around the Banner Pro? I was really kind of hoping I could get Sly Raptor tripled. However... my blood gems being worth +8, +10 now, I think is now encouraging me to...
Tear this place apart!
I love it when you have a plan.
So we'll have lots of gold to work with. Sometimes I stick myself in different echo chambers to get out of my own. Enlightening, but sometimes terrifying. Some of them are very, very spooky to put your nose into, especially if you end up reading the places where people who don't think that your people talk about things like that. That can do a number on you in real short order, and I don't recommend it. What's the reason you hold gems? I have 2 different cards that will discard one at the beginning of a turn in order to do different things. So I'll discard 1 to get 8 gold, and I'll discard another 1 to get 2 more. Or 3 in total, I guess. So it's a 1 for 2 trade.
What an impressive victory!
Okay. You could almost make an argument for, like, chucking the fish, but I don't know. I like him with the 1/1. I'm gonna do this, and now I no longer need quite so much. I think I'm gonna get rid of 8 gold though. It's so hard. I don't think I can get rid of him. Oh hey, that'll work. So now,
Go for the gold.
when we,
I love it when you
yeah,
have a
it's
plan.
fine. 2 blood gems, which means I can only use 1. But he's gonna get some of this. 8 gold. My blood gem generation sucks. This guy hasn't lost in a while, and he has quillbies as well. He could be spooky. The fish is mainly helping me scale at this point. Oh hey, it's Trogla. Yeah, I would like her. Alright, goodbye, Mr. Fishy. Goodbye!
Taste defeat, stranger.
You tread on sacred ground.
Given how big my blood gems are, that's worth it, I think. This Battlegrounds game seems really confusing to me. There's a lot of... It takes just some time, I think, to get used to how the different effects interact with each other and what order things happen in. I've learned it all through trial and error, but I've also been playing this for years. Fishes, tossing mana, blood gems. Mind you, when I say mana, I always mean gold. I'm just a WoW player, I guess, or something. I just assume that my resources here on the bottom right are mana, but they're technically gold coins. Gold. Alright, is this enough? How big are your quillbies?
Must be protected at all
Yeah.
costs.
Hey, you have a Sanguine Champion too. You're okay. You've got a couple quillbies bigger than me, but I've got a couple quillbies bigger than yours. Yeah, we're alright. You're real lucky.
You know what time it is? Time for your
Okay.
comeback.
Yeah, if we could triple the Mangled Bandit, that would help with our blood gem generation, which we're a bit tough on right now. Who do I want to put blood gems onto? Charlga? He doesn't copy them when you steal them to him, I don't think. Otherwise, that would be really sick. No. I'll just do this. Bongo Bopper's a good card, but I don't really have room for him right now. But we have lots of mana to fish with.
Here comes the big guy.
Okay. What if instead of blood gems to the hand? Well, we need some blood gems to the hand, otherwise there's nothing for the Snarling Conductor to do. This is so tricky. Right. Oops.
You tread on sacred ground.
Wow. We don't love burning a blood gem, but what do you do? You still think it was a mistake when Blizzard killed their WoW TCG? It was well designed. Nobody wanted to play it with me. That was my WoW TCG experience. I would buy decks. I would buy starter decks for my friends. I would be like, hey, let's all play this game. I got you a deck. Happy birthday. And they'd be like, oh, can't we just play Magic? Nobody wanted to play it. So I should play quillbies? It's kind of a meme, but it is a very strong tribe. You should play whatever. Like if the tavern offers you things that you think might go together well, you should just buy the best things that it's offering to you, and not be me and try to force things that it is not offering to you. You don't want to waste too much of your gold on like refreshing fishing for specific things, because you can spend your whole life doing that. Attitude, no one to play with. I even bought card sleeves. I used to live over a comic book shop and they sold like card sleeves and stuff. And I would buy them to protect my incredibly cool WoW TCG collection. Okay.
Who did this?
Let's find a gold Charlga, huh? Okay, here's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna refresh the tavern with tavern spells, and we're gonna find the spell. Oh, hey, I could give somebody Divine Shield. Is that worth? Not really. Find the spell. Darn it. I want another Charlga. Oh man, so close. It's too late to scale anymore anyway. Our blood gems are worth 14, 13 each. That's just gonna have to do. No Charlgas. But that means that every turn, just the two of these together. Oh, actually, that's worth just using for that. Are gonna give the whole board 28, 26. A tunnel vision of tribe. Yeah, I do the same thing. Invest in albums and sleeves for my Magic collection, hoping to get to expand someday. Sometimes it's nice to just like organize them and sleeve them all, because it gives you a chance to like look at them and enjoy the art and stuff like that. I've definitely scaled back my physical collections though, and I try not to allow myself to physically collect things, because I know from my own life experience that I don't like it when I end up with a ton of stuff, and I already end up with a ton of hobby supplies because I'm such a serial hobbyist that that the last thing I need is to have like albums of stuff that just exists to exist. But that is just me. Are you an Avatar: The Last Airbender fan? I've never engaged in any of that media. I saw that there was a movie on Netflix. And I figured you were probably watching it. And then I figured you would probably tell me if it was good and if I should watch it. So this is going okay so far, actually. We're in for a top 2 finish. TV show? Oh, it is a TV show. Love it so far. Love the animated show. Check it out. 8 episodes. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna do this, because that's gonna just double the amount of juice that we get from Charlga. This guy also has big quill bores. His quill bores very well may be bigger than mine.
Big minion equals big win. Am I right?
So the logic here is that no, there's no logic here. Logic here is that you would get an extra proc of some extra scaling in the blood gems, but it's not worth it. Not when you could have a banner boar.
Tear this place apart!
And then next round I want to once again get this. Can you explain to me how you get quests to get a 7-drop every game? Listen, if you just gotta keep playing. You just put stupid amounts of time in. You make an excuse where you spend like 6 hours in a weekend with your feet in your desk with your stream running, just like slamming Hearthstone. Alright, how big are we gonna get here? We like it, we like it. That's not bad. How big are you? Are you bigger than me? I don't think you're bigger than me. I got some 400s. But yeah, getting Sanguine Champion early is very nice. How much are we hitting for? 26? Okay. So we gotta do it again unless he quits. Sometimes people quit. Oh, he went to 6? That's brave. Alright, so we're gonna do this. And honestly, leaving the board completely alone like this is not a bad move. But if I could triple Troga, I'm not against it. Can I make it happen again? No, I can't. Okay. That's funny. He's gonna discard one spell. I mean, I think this is the last round. I'm just gonna dump my blood gems in here. He can discard this one, that's fine. Those are some toasty blood gems. We don't have as many Divine Shields as they have. But I don't think they can catch up now in one turn. I think this is my last game for the day. Oh, kitty, you're being real cute. She's using my hand as a pillow. And then after this, I'm gonna be gone for a few days. I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna see if I can get some stuff done while I'm not streaming. Take a couple of days, sort a few things out. Come back on Thursday, so ready to like game. You ever do that thing where you're like you know a game is coming out in a couple of days that you know you're gonna want to play way too much of, so you're like, listen, I should just kind of take inventory of my life for a little bit, get some groceries, you know, pay a few bills, sort it all out. What's your rule for when to upgrade the tavern? So my rule is when either I feel like I can afford it without falling behind, or when I'm panicked and I don't feel like I have enough time to make choices in my turn and I don't know what to do with my money. Sometimes then I'll upgrade just so that I've done something vaguely productive with my gold. If I thought that otherwise I was just fishing for like I didn't even know what. I'll upgrade then. Yeah. Get ourselves set up here. That's a pretty big Rugug. Cheeky. Winking cat. First place! First place! Hey, we climbed a little bit of rating today. That's kind of funny. Oh, nice. Alrighty. Where's my full screen button? Thank you all very much for joining me today. I had a delightful stream. I'm going to be playing some World of Warcraft next week. I'll be back on Thursday, not Wednesday, Thursday. I'll be back a little late. Wednesday, I have the dentist rooting around in my mouth and taking all my money. I am very excited for Hardcore Classic. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.